What it do, bruh? Talk of the town, Nintendo, Doc Trey, still holding it down, still make the best games, and you know this, bro. It's the truth. If you don't like it, you can have that seatbelt. So I just got through watching the Xbox Bethesda conference, and what was that? Seriously, what was that? An hour and a half of what was that? And I knew something was going to be up when they were talking about Phil was talking about, oh yeah, we're going to focus on showing gameplay and it's going to be, and then trying to go to Nintendo route, oh, it's going to be, all the games you see are going to be available in the next 12 months. And I was like, uh-oh. Because I know how Microsoft does things there when it comes to E3 time. They show a bunch of stuff that ain't gonna come out no time soon, and that's usually the most exciting thing. So as soon as he said that, I was like, wow. And it's kind of what happened. That conference was mid, and not just regular mid, it was mid. That was a double mid with cheese. That was a mid rib. That was a mid double. That was very mid. And it was kind of making me crack up because after every game, available day one on Game Pass, it's like, it's a good thing they are, because I don't think 95% of that crap they showed would get bought. Because I don't even remember the names of most of these games that they announced. It was that unimpressive. Now, Microsoft always comes out and they make sure that Forza looks good. Forza looked great. But what about everything else? No real surprises. Their biggest surprise was leaked over a year ago with Kojima working with Microsoft. That was leaked over a year ago. Still no teaser for that. Still nothing. And he even says himself, it's a long ways. Starfield was shown, and it honestly, it didn't even look that good to me. Like, it looked okay. I was expecting the graphics to be a lot better than they were, but I mean, it's that particular Bethesda team, like the Elder Scrolls and stuff, like those games never really look that good to me. Like, I think it's the character models, but their character models, no matter what platform they are on, they always look last gen to me, and I guess that's never going to change. I guess that's an artistic choice, but I've never liked the way their characters look. So really, graphically, I was not impressed with Starfield whatsoever. The environments are huge, but as far as the graphics, wasn't impressed at all. Wasn't impressed by this conference at all. It was kind of laughable. I think this will go down as probably at least one of their worst Xbox conferences they ever had, because it was pretty boring. Boring and long for no reason. You don't have a hour and a half conference if you're not going to show some good things. I mean, I guess Diablo was a big, well, it shouldn't have been a surprise. It's been hinted at, but a big thing for a lot of people. But other than that, like, what the heck was that? Now you can see why Microsoft typically relies on the announcements of other third-party multi-platform games, and also shows you teasers and CG stuff for things that are well beyond when it's coming out, because otherwise they don't have too much to show. I guess it's commendable that they try to, really, they focused on either games that were exclusive or console, mostly console launch timing exclusive to the Xbox, well, and PC. But The problem is hardly any of that stuff was worth talking about. That conference was trash. It really was. And it shows a problem with Microsoft and with Xbox because right now in 2022, they know that people are lacking on the money side of things. Some people. So it would seem that they would try a little harder to earn that customer's money, since people are probably going to be a little more selective over what they buy. But then again, that's I guess where Game Pass comes into play. But like I don't know. Like I think this is the first time where we had a conference where there was no surprises. Like where was there was no big surprise at all, unless they consider that Kojima announcement something big. It could potentially become something big, but not for a long time. Like just because a dude gets up there and says, "I'm working with Xbox," like okay, good for you. It's potentially big news, but considering they didn't show anything, we don't know what type of game it's gonna be. He could be making a cloud crossword puzzle game for Xbox for all y'all know. Well, who knows what this dude is making for them? But I don't know. This whole E3 or non-E3 season this year so far has been pretty trash. But I was hoping that this Xbox conference would at least be halfway decent, and it really wasn't. It really wasn't. And I know there's going to be a bunch of people out there trying to defend it. But what is there to defend? Really? Like it was like I can't even see, even if you're a huge Xbox fan, where would you be super hyped coming out of this? But it will be interesting to see people try to defend it. So I'll sit back and get my popcorn and laugh. But this conference was trash. With a capital T. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section.